Approximately 2 hours into the recording session, after the vodka was flowing quite freely.
Yo, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want.
So tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want.
So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I
want to really, really, really want to
zig.
And now, back to your regularly scheduled intro.
Welcome to BurghLife FM. It's like radio, only awesome. Give it up for your host, Koz.
Hey, it's Koz here, and I've got a very special guest. Let me welcome CC. What up, CC?
Hi, Koz. How are you today?
Better now. How about you?
I'm good. I'm better now that I'm here, too.
Thank you so much for joining. I'm really excited to have CC here as my guest hostess with the mostess. And I don't mean the Twinkies either.
No cupcakes. Just hotcakes.
Exactly. So, CC is here. I'm very excited. We've got a lot of good topics to discuss. So, you want to get into them?
Sure.
First, I think we need a little background info on you. If you don't mind, don't share too much. No social security numbers.
Nope. You're not going to get much from me.
That's right. Let the listeners know a little bit about yourself, CC.
Well, I hail from the Beaver County area.
The Beavs!
I'm from the Beav.
Love it.
Yeah. I went to Center High School. So if anybody out there goes to Center High School, represent.
Holla.
I am a single mother of two, recently divorced.
Two beautiful kitties.
And that's all I'm giving you for now. If you like me, maybe I'll keep talking another time.
The tease.
Yes.
Nice. Cece and I go back years and years, and we've just clicked like crazy. So I was really excited when I forced her to be here against her own will.
I am in handcuffs right now, being forced.
They work on her. I gotta say, they totally work on her. So we've done so many different things together. You want to tell the listeners where we were?
Yes, we spent a little time in Las Vegas.
Vegas, baby.
Vegas, baby.
It was such a fun trip, and we're honoring it a little bit with our drinks.
We are.
What drink did you introduce me to in Vegas?
I discovered I don't drink a lot of wine. Wine gives me a headache. I drink Muscato. That's the only wine I drink. Well, I'm in the liquor store and I happen to find vodka infused with Muscato grapes. Sky makes this vodka. Phenomenal. I've had it with seltzer water. I've had it with club soda, tonic water, straight out of the bottle. I mean,
which is what she's doing right now. Wait, did you discover it in Vegas?
No, I discovered it prior to Vegas. Okay. And then I bought it when we were there. That was my go-to.
That's what you brought.
That's what I brought.
It's so good. Table. And with cranberry.
And cranberry too. That's what we had in Vegas, yeah.
Yeah, it is the best little flavor there. So I appreciate it, CC.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
So yeah, Vegas was a blast. We stayed at the Cosmopolitan.
The Koz. That was on purpose. We went to Vegas because we were celebrating
a very special person.
Megsy Wegsy.
Megsy, take a bow, would you please?
Take a bow.
Megs, you're the best.
She is the best. I didn't even know her until I got a job where I'm at now.
Did she work there when you worked there?
She did. Of course she did.
I don't remember.
And then we just bonded. And now I adore her. Totally 100,000 bajillion% adore her.
I've adored her for decades.
I know,
really.
But you're cooler
really
than me.
Decades. Megsy, we celebrated you hardcore. We went to Tao Beach. We went to some nightclubs. Where else?
Marquee, the Chandelier Bar.
Yeah. Oh, I love the Chandelier
Club
Bar.
Excess. Yes, the Chandelier Bar was awesome. That was kind of the go-to at the end of the night.
It was.
When everything was done, you ended up there.
And like 10 times we rallied. Remember, we're like, we're going back. We're going to go sleep off this, all of this alcohol.
I mean, here's the thing, though. And this is what I thoroughly enjoyed about it. First of all, let me say that we didn't all know each other very well when we went there. There were a few of us that had only met once or twice.
Right.
Some were super close. But the group of people that went was phenomenal. Everybody got along. Everybody did things together, did their own thing. There was like no judgment for anything. That was the best part about it.
I agree. It went really, really smoothly.
And also, being that we're all adults here, we did everything very responsibly. Like everybody woke up at a decent hour. Everybody was able to do something the next day, but we had a blast the whole night. So that was a good part too.
Some of us napped. All right.
Some of us did nap. Well, the rest of us were at the pool getting a tan. Some of us napped. But hey.
But then that someone rallied pretty hard
that night.
And it wouldn't have happened without the nap.
You're right. Whatever. And again, we didn't judge. judge. You napped
to my face.
in a bed.
Never.
We napped at the pool.
That's right.
It's not a big deal.
Which I can't do. I can't nap at a pool outside. I'm too distracted. And
It depends on what pool I'm at.
Baby oil and sweat. Remember that? Oh, that fragrance is the absolute.
That should be bottled. Baby oil and sweat.
I mean, bestseller. I think it's Jessica Simpson's #1 bestseller.
I hate her, by the way, for those shoes. Jessica Simpson made me buy these gorgeous shoes, and they broke, and I literally had to cut the straps off with a steak knife in a restaurant. I did it.
In a nice restaurant.
I did it because I'm from the beef. That's why I did it.
It was the best.
Just kidding.
Because she asked the waiter to come real close. I have to ask you a real quick favor. It was the best.
Oh, it was the best.
It was such a good trip. Now, have you been there before on just pleasure, or has it always
just
been business?
And it was with you. My only Vegas experiences have been with you.
It's so much fun when it's just for fun.
It is so much fun when it's just for fun. This is one thing I did want to bring up, though. Did you notice when we would leave for the night? So we would get all dolled up and ready to go. Mm-hmm. And you see all these people looking really together and really good.
Thank you. Thank you so much for noticing. This. It really warms my heart when I hear
I'm
that.
talking just about you.
Because I put a good 10 minutes into what
you
look
did.
like.
You did. You looked amazing. You did.
For real, though. Other people, I get it, yes.
But did you notice then, as you're coming back for the end of the night, you see girls carrying their shoes with bunions on their feet and mascara running, and you don't know if it's from tears or if it's just from sweat or pure disaster. That was the best part for me, to see how gorgeous everybody looked, and then to look at everybody after and be like, oh.
There should be a documentary like Vegas at 10 p.m. versus Vegas at 3 a.m.
Right, yep.
I kind of want to go back.
I would love to.
We were in withdrawal there for a good close to a week.
Oh my God. We were. I mean, there was just mass text messages going around. We miss you. We miss you. Yeah. Like almost to the extreme.
Yeah. We should probably seek therapy.
We probably should. Group therapy.
It was. And you know what's amazing about that trip? We were only there.
Yeah. For 2 nights.
2 nights.
Yeah.
Pretty much 2 nights, and we partied so much in that time frame.
And again, though, but I want to reiterate this. Like, we partied, but we were not like annoying, belligerent, dumb idiots. Exactly. Like, we partied like fun-ass adults and had an amazing time.
Exactly.
We did. We really did.
We maximized the partying, but we did it respectively.
Exactly.
Would you agree?
Right.
But it was just a great trip, so highly recommend it.
Highly.
Tell them CC and Koz sent you. Mm-hmm. You'll get a whole lot of
nothing.
treatment or that. Now, where do you want to go next?
I would like to ask if we could take a moment of silence for Dr. McDreamy, who is McDead right now. So let's just a moment.
I can't be silent when you say McDead.
It's McDreamy. Okay.
Party!
Hey, that's not even. It's Dr. McDreamy.
It was a moment.
I mean, he had a long run.
Never have watched a full episode of that show myself, but that is all I saw on Facebook.
Because it was so unexpected, because he signed a contract for 2 years and he cut it short. So he was supposed to remain through 2016 and he got out of the contract.
But no one knew he got out of the contract?
Nobody knew until there was buzz like a week or two before the episode aired.
In other Grey's Anatomy news,
so Ellen Pompeo did an interview, and they are allowed to say penis as many times as they want on Grey's Anatomy, not vagina.
Really?
So every time they say vagina, they get fined. So Shonda Rhimes, the writer, just writes vagina in there like a whole bunch of times because they have so much money, they don't care. But why can you say penis and not vagina? Neither word is like a appealing word. So
that's insane, though, that they can say one and not the other.
Yes. So penis is more acceptable than vagina.
Exactly the same, just a different gender.
Right, exactly. Speaking of gender, should we broach the subject or shouldn't we? With Bruce Jenner. I watched that interview.
I know, I didn't see it.
You didn't? Oh my gosh. It was with Diane Sawyer. It was really good. Listen to me. He's not trying to be like, I'm going to lead the transgender community, whatever. He just was like doing his thing. Just do what you got to do. Be you. Do you. You're not going to kill anybody. You're not like, I watched that interview and this really changed me because I way back in the day when Kim was huge, Kim Kardashian,
She's lost weight. She's lost weight.
Then I started hating her. Bruce said that Kim.
Oh, she's on a first name basis now.
Kim was the most Kimberly, he calls her Kimberly, was the most accepting of this because of Kanye. Because Kanye said to her, if you can't be yourself, then what's the point? And so Kim said to Bruce, look, if you're going to do this, if you're going to be transgender, then you got to look good. You're going to rock it. If you're going to be part of my family, I'm going to dress you up. You're going to look good.
I can dress you up in my love.
In my love, all over.
Hey, don't to your toes. Wow, that was quite the detour from Grey's Anatomy, so we're going to get back to that. Now, have you watched it from the beginning?
I have watched it from the beginning. And I'm also currently watching all the old stuff on Netflix.
I just never, ever was attracted to that show.
You learn a lot about being a doctor.
Speaking of Netflix,
yes,
Orange
is the new black.
So were you like me when that first came out? I was like, what is this? I'm a little curious, but I thought it was going to be like this serious thing. I didn't know it was a comedy. I knew nothing about it, but Netflix kept recommending it to me. You kind of watched it later though, so you probably heard the buzz and all that.
I didn't even have Netflix until probably 4 months ago.
Specifically for this? Or?
Well, no, just specifically for something. I don't know. Everybody just talked about, I saw this on Netflix. I saw this on Netflix. So I said, you know what? $7.99. I'm going to do it. I'll cancel it if I need to, whatever. That was just the first series I started to watch. I heard people talk about it. I really didn't even know. I knew it was about women in prison. That's it.
Yeah.
And I started watching it. Hooked.
It's amazing.
Like binge watching from 12:30 in the afternoon till 8 p.m. at night.
I was living temporarily in a halfway house. No. A cardboard box. No, I sold my house and I needed a temporary house and I was living there and I had no internet, no cable, nothing. So all I could do is watch stuff on my phone. I literally watched it on my phone. It was terrible.
That would be maddening.
It was terrible, but I was hooked, like you said. Like I'm like, all right, I'll try this show out. I watched an episode, I watched another, and I was through the series in a few weeks.
Oh yeah.
So I am completely hooked to it. And it's coming out next month?
Yeah, June. I don't know the exact day, but June.
So season 3.
Now, I do have to ask this. Which character did you take to the most?
Do I most relate to? Crazy Eyes.
Well, I agree. I'm looking at you right
crazy
now.
Yeah, she just speaks to my soul, so I just feel partially crazy-eyed.
All right, Dandelion. Let's move on. I'm your Dandelion.
Who did I most take to?
And it doesn't have to be because you related to them. Just what character did you like the most?
I kind of liked the Russian chick.
Yeah, Red.
She was just really interesting to me, and I liked seeing her backstory. I love how they weave that in.
I do too. Because I'm thinking as I'm watching it, like, how much can they show? Just being in prison all day, every day. Like, come on.
So who did you take to, as you said?
I don't know. I took to Piper, I think, and here's why. And everybody's going to say that because she's the main character or whatever.
Oh, Beauty and the Beast.
No. I like a girl that is the underdog that can go in somewhere and just really take care of herself. And she really took care of business in prison. She really did.
And what's crazy is it's based on a true story. I know that they really go crazy with a lot of the stuff, but the fact that this is just a civilian who got caught up in the wrong kind of business.
Yeah, like that would be me.
Yeah. Well,
dumb.
I'm waiting.
I'm just going to follow whatever they do.
That alone, just that whole, like, this could happen to you kind of scenario is what really drew me in.
Yeah.
I just think the entire show is so good.
It really is.
Even though some of it is a little far-fetched.
Yeah.
I know, again, it's dramatic, but I just love it and I cannot wait. How about that ending? Ending to the second season.
Right.
With the van driving down and V on the side of the road. I never saw that happen. Never saw it coming.
Never saw it coming.
I just cannot wait until season 3 starts up. Maybe I'll do
You should have a party.
Orange is the New Black party.
Yes. Okay, so speaking of Orange is the New Black and running from the cops, how about the Pittsburgh Marathon? Running.
How about these people?
I mean, it's amazing.
I give them no, I insist. I insist. Well, we can finish each other's sentences and everything.
Soulmates.
We is. I do. I give them so much credit and so many props and whatever other synonym you want to say for that, because I will say I trained for the half marathon a few years ago. That's
still a lot.
And I had to quit because I killed my knees. And before that point in time, I loved running. I loved to go running. As soon as I started training for that half marathon, I hated it.
Because it wasn't just a fun thing for you anymore. It was like you were doing it for a reason. Yeah.
26 miles.
It's crazy. And the half is crazy too. I mean, anybody. And even the people that do the relays. Like my sister did a relay for the first time with her team. They did a phenomenal job. They all still had to train for it. Yeah. Just anybody but those full marathon people, man, they just really...
They're insane, but in a good way. And I'm jealous.
In a good way. I'm jealous of you.
Jealousy. That's it.
I'm more of a short distance runner versus a long distance.
What did you do? You did
I do strength training.
But you
I do 5Ks and stuff, but those are pretty short. But I'm thinking about maybe doing the half next year. If I start now, yeah. I mean,
really?
I'll just pretend like
you
I'm
just said
running from the cops.
Crazy doing
well, I never said I wasn't crazy.
True.
I just said I didn't love running. And really quickly, I just learned this. I didn't know this. There was like a kids marathon, and you run like 1.1 miles, and your kids run a marathon, and they have like little Gatorade stops and little like parties at the end. So I know a couple people that did it, and it seemed really cute. So next year,
the kids love it too.
I'm doing the kids marathon, 1.1 mile. Me,
so
I'm gonna win
run it with the kids.
You can, yeah, or they can do it, whatever.
Nice.
But I think most people, depending on the age, run it with their kids. But
okay.
So I thought that was really cool.
I did do the Great Race.
Yes, I remember that.
I believe 10K. I want to say it's a 10K. So that's like 6 miles.
Yeah.
And that wasn't bad. But that was kind of like, I can do that. But if I do double that, which is the half marathon, I don't know. I mean, I could do it. It's not a matter of if I could do it, but it's like...
isn't doubled. Oh, yeah, it is.
13.
It's like 12, 13. Okay, you're right.
Yeah. So you might want to consider a 10K and then do the...
Yeah. I mean, and the Great Race is in September. So I could probably be okay for that if I start... Like, if I run home from here... Maybe I could start my training.
To the beef.
If I run to the beef. Beaver.
Yeah. No, so congrats to anyone who
great job.
Even if you just registered, I say
exactly.
Congrats. You at least had the intention of doing it, and that's more than I had this year.
And as usual, great job by the Burgh for all the support. I mean, I wasn't there, but my sister that was for the first time said that just the show was amazing and just the support and everybody that's constantly, rooting for you, even if they don't know you. So
because they have bands and things.
Bands.
Right?
Yeah, like
people
at every
beers
stop.
And things,
yeah,
which I think is hilarious.
Yeah,
could not have had a better day for
I
either.
know. It might have been a little too hot though.
Yeah. All right, let's keep drinking this Muscato vodka.
And then go run.
Yeah. Oh, now that should be an Olympic sport.
It should be.
All right. Now, how about this whole meeting people in the Burgh subject, CC? What do you got to say about that?
I have a lot of nothing to say, really. Here's my take on it.
All right, thanks again for listening and have a great year.
No, I mean, it's a lot of, where do you meet people? Most people, if they're hanging out, go to like local pubs or bars. And is that a good place to meet somebody? I don't know. Then you go to a work function and you don't want to put yourself out there because it's work. So you want to be, professional. So like, I'm not familiar with the online thing. Like I don't do anything online. I don't do that. I don't know why.
Why don't you?
I don't know. I don't,
fear of the unknown, or is
maybe a little bit of that. Maybe a little that like I don't feel like I've been out there long enough to do that.
Yeah,
so maybe I'm just kind of trying to like feel my way around and see what you do. But it just baffles me. It just seems like such a hard thing to do. Like when you were 21 and you were meeting people in bars, great. Mm-hmm. But you're in your like late 30s, 40s. Like where do you go to meet like a decent person? I'm not talking about just like a person, that you're just going to like hang out with and drink Muscato vodka with and never talk to again and like Facebook message and then be done with them.
Why are you looking directly at me when you say that?
Because you were just doing that. I don't know. I mean, I would love to just, I don't know.
I think the best bet is mutual friends who kind of say, hey, I know someone who might be good with you, but there are some friends who are awesome at that and some who should be shot. Right.
Because I mean, what if it doesn't work and then you can't all ever be friends again?
Yeah.
You've ruined the whole circle of friends.
Lives, I would say. You've ruined lives, basically.
You have.
It's tough, but I will say I have set one couple up and they did get married and they're happily married. Hey, Matt and Megan, hope you're listening.
Congrats.
It's still enjoying marital bliss.
Congrats.
But that was it. That's the only time I tried it, I believe, and that it worked. So I kind of wanted that 100% stat.
Well, good. Then stop. Quit while you're ahead. You made it. Join the club.
So never again. But I do think when people can vouch for that person and say, hey, I know this really good guy or this really good girl and you would be perfect together because I know your personality and I know their personality, I think that's ideal.
I agree. I think sometimes people purposefully set themselves up to fail like when they go out to meet people because I think there's a fear of like, what if it doesn't work? If I constantly put myself in front of people that I know it's going to fail with, like I'm not as hurt because I already kind of knew it wasn't going to work out. So it'll just kind of pass time for me. And I really think that's happening a lot.
Really?
Yeah, because I think just failing by mistake is better than failing on purpose.
Can I get that on a t-shirt? Or are they available after the show? Or actually, we should probably move you to the couch and let me move next to you and I'll take some notes and we'll kind of continue this because I think we're in a good place now. And then you could do the same to me. I'll get on the couch and you take notes.
Let's talk about Sophie B. Hawkins. Damn!
I wish I was your lover. I love you till the daylight comes.
Make sure you were smiling. Damn.
But you think
For me, there was no other. You're the only shoe that fits.
Let's switch it up. As I lay me do my dapper, Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata. Ain't no passing craze. It means no worries for the rest of your days. It's a problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata.
Yep, you guessed it. That last little ditty was about 3 hours into the session. #shwasted.
All right, CC, your signature drink is hitting me real hard.
Oh my god.
Real hard right now. So I'm going to
Please.
stumble away, find the nearest
Get
bed.
yourself together. Get it together.
No, but seriously.
I'm going to go run a half.
Yeah, I can see your leg warmers. Those are
Yeah.
cute. Thank you so much for coming over.
Thanks for having me.
It was a blast. I hope you'll join us again.
I will join you anytime.
Awesome. Well, thanks again, and thanks to all of you for listening. We will see you next time.
Bye-bye. BurghLife FM is a production of BurghLife. All rights reserved. For more information or to sign up for the BurghLife email list, visit burghlife.com.